All right, everybody, welcome to the Otherppl podcast. I'm Brad Listi. This is my podcast. Thanks for listening. It is Sunday. I have a brief special announcement to make. If you follow me on social media, on Instagram or Blue Sky, you may have already seen this. If you subscribe to my newsletter on Substack, perhaps you've already heard the news. But if not, I'm going to say it here on the show. I want you guys to be among the first to know about an exciting new thing that I'm doing. It's a new venture called DeepDive. And I'm soft launching it. I think that's what you call this when you tell people about something that you're doing. It's not live quite yet. It's not happening just yet, but it's coming soon. And I want to let you know. I want to give you a heads up. So what is it? What is DeepDive? Again, it's long-form educational audio. Did I say that already? DeepDive makes long-form educational audio courses, kind of like ultra long-form. That's the distinguishing factor for this company. I've been working on it for the past year, and the first course that I am going to release is called How to Write a Novel. So for those of you listening, this might be of interest to you. How to Write a Novel will be available again later this year. As far as I know, there's nothing quite like it on the market. There's a lot of courses out there, but nothing at this scale. It's going to be more than 50 hours of brand new content, never before heard. And it's going to feature dozens, more than 40 of today's leading writers. Everyone from Emily St. John Mandel to Melissa Broder to Steve Almond to Porochista Khakpour to Kimberly King Parsons, J. Ryan Stradle, Gina Frangello, Jerry Stahl, Stephen Graham Jones, Hannah Pittard, Lydia Kiesling, Vauhini Vara, Jonathan Evison, and many more. I am the host of the course, and I will be in conversation with all of these writers talking about how to write a novel. So another distinguishing factor for DeepDive, in addition to this ultra long form approach, is that the aim here is for the content to not be boring. Too much of educational content is boring. That's my experience with it. And so DeepDive courses will combine the rigor of academia. You are going to get the learning. You're going to get the good stuff in that sense. But it's going to combine that with the vitality and entertainment value and informality of a great podcast conversation. These are real human exchanges that you will be getting in How to Write a Novel. And the idea is that the course will provide clear instruction, yes, but also inspiration, maybe even a little bit of consolation. It is a huge library of incredibly interesting and valuable content, in my opinion. It's the kind of thing that I imagine someone could listen to over, say, the course of a calendar year while writing a draft. I like the idea of that. I like the idea of this first DeepDive course, How to Write a Novel, to be something that can accompany a person as they actually set out to write their novel. And just so you know, the courses that DeepDive makes will be available via audio only, and they will be delivered via the DeepDive app, which again is coming soon. So it's about convenience, right? I think that you got to meet people where they are. This is the kind of thing you can listen to on the treadmill or while you're commuting to work or picking up the kids or something like that. It's not something that you have to be tethered to a laptop or a desktop computer. You can be anywhere. You can be walking the dog and listening to these courses. So why am I doing this? Well, I've been talking with writers for 15 years, so I feel like I'm well positioned to create a course like this and to serve as the interlocutor. And I have some work history, like day job work history in educational content, and I'm kind of keenly aware of what's going on in that market. There are a lot of short form courses available, a lot of courses in like the 4 to 6 or the 4 to 8 hour range. And then there are some companies in this space that kind of pride themselves on speed and shortcuts and abridgment. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you can read Ulysses in 20 minutes, that kind of thing. I don't like that. Or I don't think it's nearly enough. I don't believe that there are any shortcuts when it comes to trying to actually learn how to do something that is complicated and difficult. So obviously, writing a novel is a long process. There's a lot of complexity. It's multifaceted. And there's not one way to do it. There's not one right way. And I know that there are formulaic approaches out there, like, write your novel in 30 days or do it this way and you'll get it done and it'll be a bestseller. Okay, fine. Those books exist. Those courses exist. That's not what I'm doing. My belief is that nobody really has dominion over the process. And so this deep dive course is going to reflect that. And it's going to feature dozens of voices, dozens of perspectives. And it's going to offer listeners access to an all-star lineup of some of today's finest working writers. So it's exciting. And I can't wait to share it with you. I hope you will stay tuned. I will be keeping you posted about the official launch right here on the show and on social media and in my newsletter. Be sure to check out the Deep Dive website. There is a website up. It's www.deepdive.audio. You can sign up for the official Deep Dive newsletter while you're there. You can also follow Deep Dive on Blue Sky and Instagram. And if you have any thoughts or questions or any kind of feedback, you can email me about Deep Dive. The email address is info@deepdive.audio. Okay? So it's very exciting. Deep Dive, the first course, How to Write a Novel, coming to you later this year. All right? There you go. That's my announcement. Have a nice day.